Well, we used to have a mark book situation at school. I mean, like, if you've done anything really bad, I mean, like, throwing abuse at a teacher, 1 mark away, 2 marks away. I mean, caught jamming on a piano, which was considered putting a piano out of tune.
Oh, no, I don't believe it.
It was something like 2 marks, plus the fact that he didn't really like it.
Yeah, like, just start trying to play lead stuff now. It's just too early.
So I should be really playing rhythm.
Yeah, just learn chords so that you start learning about the guitar and how it's sort of how it's laid out. Because it's like you can actually play all the notes on the guitar in the first 5 frets, and then just on the top string you can go up to the 4th octave. But the rest of the guitar is just like repeating notes. So it repeats notes all over it. And just to learn how it's laid out, just the way to understanding how a guitar sort of works.
I mean, one of the first things I found was actually getting used to like playing chords with both hands or playing chords with the left hand, whereas before I've been, you know, classically trained. I was playing the bass note with the left hand and the chords with the right.
So you can tell you still like this on Saturday.
So like, I mean, that chord, which you stop playing, you can sort of like, you've got the freedom of both hands to sort of doing versions of it, or necessarily like play a tune up here. I found that certain teachers would inspire me to do things, whereas others wouldn't. I mean, this is in other subjects, but I think it has relevance. For example, there was an English teacher at my middle comprehensive school, and she'd come with all these fantastic ideas, and I'd go away and become incredibly creative and write lots of poems and sort of stories and stuff. I couldn't wait for English lessons. And then I went to high school for 1 year before I moved up to this music school. And it was all sort of O-level and A-level and English language and literature. And it just boxed up my creativity straight away.
Hey, this song is off Standing in the Light. And it's called My Cookie.
Now.
The best way to say how I started improvising was like first I'd pick out tunes that I liked, I mean like pop songs at the time and just songs that I heard on the radio, and then I'd go to the piano and try and work out, you know, where the tunes were and what the chords were and so on. And then, you know, after playing through them a few times I'd get bored and I'd try and change the chords here and there, and I mean I suppose that's where it starts.
I find it hard to find the chords and actually move my fingers to get the chords.
So I think the best way, I mean the way I did it when I first started was like, it was Bob Dylan actually, just a Bob Dylan songbook. And all the chords were written out in little charts. So every song that I played was always maybe a slightly different chord that I hadn't learned before. So it's like you sort of go through those songs playing them, and your fingers start moving with the chords, and get, you know, free your fingers up. And at the same time you sort of gradually progress. I mean, when you first start, it just seems like you're never going to learn anything. It takes a long time. But it seems the best way to learn to me. It's like you just, without knowing too much about music, you can pick up chord shapes and start understanding, you know, the structure of songs and how they're made.